Good afternoon, everyone. It's a wonderful Wednesday afternoon, and I'm very, very excited for this session. Today, I'm pretty much going to be talking about how we should stop chasing leads and building the end-to-end client acquisition system. So pretty much, I'm just going to be telling you a couple of things. The real problem we have today, how sales works, how to build a predictable engine, how to go from search to discovery to revenue. A live walkthrough. I'll show you how I run this today. Quick reminder on if you don't fix this today, I'm going to tell you why this matters, and then we'll have a nice Q&A after. But before we even go into it, let's do a quick catch up on the previous events that we've had. If you've joined us for our previous events or whenever you get to watch this, you would see that the progression has been steady with the market and how things have been going, right? First, we talked about what lead generation was. This is just how you can attract, engage, and convert. We talked about what's next after lead discovery, how you can narrow down your ICP, how to come up with an authentic follow-up strategy, how to always lead with a valuable offer. We talked thank you dollar for that session on building an authentic audience, making sure to listen first, not just consistently, and be genuine with what you do. Then we also had another session on how to turn LinkedIn to a sales engine, where we pretty much told you like your audience is right there in LinkedIn. A lot of people are making good revenue from LinkedIn. And the last session we had was, how a topic has evolved into the AI for opportunities and letting you understand that winning in today's day and age is not just with automation, but with leverage. Today's session is the real problem, right? The real problem today is it's not a lead problem, it's an intent and system problem. What does that mean? It means not understanding or having the structure as a business owner to understand, like, okay, this is how I can find the people that need my services. This is how I can reach out to these people, nurture them consistently, right? And eventually turn that person into a warm conversation, a deal, and potential revenue, right? The problem today is outreach is random. There's no specific system. Or from our research, we've seen there's no specific system as to how people are going about with their client acquisition, right? It's not predictable because the follow-ups are random and many, many tools are being used. But before I even talk about like what the solution is or how to even resolve that, I want to tell you how sales actually works. All right. A lot of us in this session have high ticket values to our clients. All right. We need to understand that sales is a cycle. It's not just an event. Right. Studies have it that, it takes about 3 to 8 touch points with a potential prospect to turn the person into a client. It happens over time. It's you putting yourself in your customer's shoes, right? And understanding like, okay, if you have something of value to offer and you're consistent with what you do, right? It's just about nurturing that person, showing that person that, yes, this is what I have to offer you, and this is valuable. This is how I can be of help to your life or to your business, right? Predictable sales really comes from managing that cycle, right? Not just chasing responses, knowing like, okay, when I begin a conversation or when I reach out to somebody, right, how can I put my offer, right, and reach out to this person with value, to turn that person into a client. Understanding that cycle is really what it goes, right? Understanding how you go from signal to action to follow up conversation and getting that person to make that decision. Right. The predictable engine is really broken down into 4 pillars. As a founder, you should be thinking about it in 4 pillars, right? You have the task that you have to do, right, to get that prospect into a client. You have the deals, which is the the most important thing, right? Before you reach out to somebody, you need to understand, like, okay, this is the deal that I intend. So you can monitor. I say this so that you can monitor how long it takes from a cold outreach, right? How many touch points it takes from that cold prospect into being a client for you, right? Once you can understand that sales cycle, you can understand like, okay, for each particular deal I have, this is the different stages, right, that my prospect has to go through. Once you understand that lead generation and client acquisition just is all about sequencing those actions, knowing how to read the behavior of your ICP, how to meet them at the right time with the right message. Right? Let your content, whatever you're putting out there about yourself, let it match your ICP, right? And once all these four things work together, sales starts being a guesswork and it becomes very, very predictable. Right? So I just want to give you the flow of this. The main thing you should be thinking about is first, how do I find high intent prospects? Right? I find these people, I qualify these people, capture that signal, I create that task, right? That is going to, in return, begin that deal sequence for me. Nurture with content, consistent follow up, right? And then I track the outcome, right? The main thing with business and the main thing with client acquisition is understanding that data, to understand that this is how long it takes for me to reach out to a potential high intent prospect. This is somebody that's probably already raising signals or showing signals that they need your services. And understanding like, okay, from the first touch point to them being a client, I need to track that outcome. Once you can track that outcome and you can do it 10 times, client acquisition becomes predictable. Because if you do it the first time, you do it 5 times, you do it 10 times, I best believe you can do it 100 times. I also want to give you a little bit of encouragement. Even when replies don't come in, doesn't mean your system is not working. It means either you need to tweak your messaging, you need to tweak the emotional pool. It's all about looking at the data at the bigger picture, so you can look at it from the entire playground, I would say. Why does this matter now? This matters today, right? Because like I said in the last session, attention is shrinking. I don't know if everybody's been hearing about the bubble. There's been a bubble that's going on. I want to believe the actions that we take today are the things that we reap, 2 months from now, 3 months from now, right? The lead or the prospect that you're talking to today and telling that high message, or, that quick joke, that icebreaker to, right, could be the person producing revenue the next month, right? So this matters now, understanding how to get that full system, that full cycle, right? So that you can understand, like, okay, once I begin a touch point with somebody, I don't miss any opportunity. I get them into that funnel, into that flow, and take them stage by stage. Right? And that is going to clear away those inconsistent months. That is going to fill up your calendar at a predictable rate. And that's going to stop you from relying on just motivation, right? Because everybody wants to see that revenue number, that revenue graph going up. So the main thing is the market rewards consistency and not just efforts. So at this point, I would like to, call on a couple of people. All right, just have a couple of questions for people. But you can also go ahead and go to atopic.com. It's free to get started, right? I'm just going to be doing a quick live walkthrough of how, the Atopic system works, how, you can structure that client acquisition, how you can make it predictable, right? So we'll just be walking through with a couple of people. You can follow along, tag along, and see how we use the system. And then after we talk to like one or two people, I would also show you how I use this personally, how I've used this to generate revenue for the past couple months at a very, very consistent rate. So, okay. All right. I guess Daniel. Daniel, please can you unmute yourself? Give us 2 minutes. Tell us about you, what you do. And then I just have a couple of questions for you.
All right. Hi, and how's it going? Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Awesome. Hi everyone. Good evening to you all. Yeah, so I'm Daniel and I'm building a brand and marketing agency for coaches and consultants, helping them build sales funnel and also work on their branding so they can attract high ticket clients on LinkedIn and Instagram also. So we build work on the branding for their LinkedIn and their Instagram, then also create lead magnets to actually get people through their website and their email so they can be nurtured and convert what's the word visitors into high ticket clients. So basically, that's what we do.
Nice, nice. So, quick question for you. Are you on the Atapic platform already?
Yes, I am.
All right, awesome. So, my question for you is you said you work with coaches and consultants and you help them with lead
Yeah,
generation and client acquisition, right? So
exactly.
how do you go about finding those people, right? Because I believe you have a boomerang system, right? So you're working on finding clients for people, right? And helping
Yeah,
them with filling their calendar. How do you
yeah.
find those people to help those people?
All right. So basically, go through LinkedIn to first of all like find okay. So some of the clients we worked with in the past, try to go through their comment section, see their friends, and actually like try to like connect with them and try to build relationship with them and try to like get them to actually like see where we work for their friends, try to get them to work with us. But it's actually not scalable right now, so we're looking for more options to look for ways to actually get more clients in. So I think Atapi is going to be like the best deal for us right now.
Oh, awesome. My follow-up question to that, you mentioned something about comments. So how
Yeah.
do you like how many hours would it take for you to scour LinkedIn and find people that are commenting on lead generation or client acquisition today? How many
Yeah,
hours
yeah.
does it take?
All right. So it takes me about 3 to 4 hours. So first of all, I need to like find just people, and because it's always not easy to actually find the exact people that actually matches your what's the word, my recipes. So it takes me a lot of hours to actually find these people, and it's kind of hard.
Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen real quick. I want to
Yeah.
show you something that I think you would help you in your efforts.
All right.
All right. Awesome. So from the Atapic platform, right? If you have any leads, I don't know how you go about your lead searching today, but then if you have any
Yeah.
leads currently on the platform, I'm going to show you quickly how you can get their comments in less than a second. So,
Awesome.
all right. So in the lead details page, Daniel, if you go to the lead
Yeah.
details page, right? If you come down to the contact information, in there you're going to see a couple of tabs, right? You're going to see the interaction history tab. You're going to see your follow-up and task. Your follow-up and task are the certain tasks that you can assign for yourself to accomplish, right? Which is
Yeah.
either phoning the lead, sending a message on LinkedIn, depending on how your playbook goes. If you look at the
Yeah.
intent signals in real time, you can gather intent analysis on your lead. Right, it's gonna go out there and tell you
Yeah.
like this is based on me. Right, my pain point, one pain point, 62 percent intent, but the good stuff that you like, right here, my guy.
Yeah.
So you mentioned the comments, right? So if you look down here, you can see post, reaction, and comments. With the
Wow.
topic, you can grab the entire digital footprint of a lead. You can see the comments. You can use
Wow.
this to make references in your outreach. You can also search for people that are commenting, right? But thank you so much, Daniel. Let me call out another person real quick. Any questions for me, Daniel?
Awesome. Oh no, no, this was impressive. I will check it out. Thank you so much.
Awesome. All right, the next person on my that I'd like to call out, Bill. Bill, do you mind coming on the mic for us?
Hey there.
Hi, how are you doing today, Bill?
I'm super. How are you?
I am doing well. Quick 2 minutes. Tell us about you, what you do, and then I have a couple questions for you.
Yeah, I have a niche cybersecurity company. I help small and medium-sized business owners and leaders to address third-party risks to make sure that when risk officers contact them, to make sure that they have an adequate cybersecurity stack and they're ready to do business with, that they're prepared for that. So that's kind of our niche in the cybersecurity space.
I like that. That's very, very niche down. I have a couple of questions for you, all right? So my first question for you is who are you talking to? Who's your champion when you talk to these people?
It's typically somebody who is a business owner who is starting to be asked by vendors, hey, what does your security stack look like? Or is winning enough new clients and looking for enterprise deals and need to get themselves prepared to be able to win. Some people look at cybersecurity readiness as a pain to try and stay up with that, something that means they have to, hire a lot of employees or spend a lot of money, but they really need to make sure that they tick minimum boxes so they're as competitive as anybody else out chasing business. You don't ever want to be disqualified because you have a really cool product, but your security stack sucks. So that's really what we focus on.
So, do you have a revenue range of people that you work with?
Yeah, we define small and medium-sized businesses as under 200 employees, and usually it's half that or less. Uh,
Okay.
Less than 100 million in revenue, but typically it's 40 million or less. And we're looking for a senior executive or owner who's responsible for um, operations or uh, hopefully there's a technology person, but if a lot of SMBs outsource all that. So it's someone high up, if not an owner, a partner, or something like that. Sometimes in law firms and financial services folks, it's a partner. So it kind of depends, but um, that's kind of what we're out looking for.
Okay. Okay. So my you probably want to speak after this. I have a wonderful prompt for you, but that's why we're going to take a couple minutes. But I'm just going to go to the next question for you. Okay.
Sure.
So my next question is, in terms of understanding your sales cycle, right? What's the
Yeah.
first action that happens when you're reaching out to a prospect?
To a prospect or a suspect? I mean, what are we talking about when I'm trying to develop somebody into a prospect?
Yes, business development, exactly.
Well, we're trying to find um, relevance. So that's why intents are interesting to me. Folks who have an interest or appear to be looking for someone to help them is a big head start.
Okay. So would you say like hiring maybe, or it's
No, not
scaling
necessarily. I'm looking for folks who are looking for vendors.
vendors? Okay, so there's a prompt that we can try on here real quick, right? That prompt is simply going to be, oh, let me take my screen down here for you. Oh, by the way, Bill, are you on the Topic platform?
I just got on,
Oh,
and
awesome.
I'm a member of Charleston Startups, and
Oh,
um,
hey.
so that's how I found my way to you guys.
Oh, awesome, awesome, awesome. Then Bill, you can go ahead and run the same prompt as well, right? What we're just gonna run is find me founders posting about vendor management. Let's give it a number.
Or maybe not posting about it, but looking for vendor. Well, that can be interesting too. But yeah, let's see how that works.
Okay, awesome. And you can run this as well. Boom, boom. Dun, 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 dun.
While we're waiting for this to come up, I'd also love to hear because I've in recent years used systems like Zoom Info and Apollo, and this seems to me to be more like a case by case uh, self-serve tool that you can use ad hoc when you need to and just consume credits rather than have like an ongoing subscription. Is that the right way to look at it?
No, 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 no. Okay, so Bill, I
Okay.
probably will schedule some time with you just so I can give a quick rundown because I see we do have less time.
Okay.
But this is the Atopic platform, right? In the Atopic platform, it's a structured client acquisition system, right? Whereas not only can it help you find high intent prospects, but it can also help you track them from every stage, right? So you can have your different outreach campaigns, you can have your different sequences, but the good
Yep.
thing about the Atopic platform is the agent, right? So the agent can simply I am not in a subscript. This is a demo account, but the agent can pretty much help you do your prospecting. Find those people, right? Enroll them in sequences. Assign tasks to you, right? If you want to, if a lead is highly engaged, maybe they've clicked on your links, right? They've engaged with your post or something. It would go ahead and tell you, assign a task to you to either reach out to this person via call or LinkedIn just to keep it going. It notifies you pretty much, and then it grows with your business. And that's the good thing about it. You can come in here, create your campaigns, right? You can come in here, create. This is different code outreach that I created just to show the group. You can create the different sequences as to how you want your campaign to go out. Custom tasks can also be assigned in here. All right, you can say, hey, don't want to send a connection, phone call, so you can track your entire sales cycle. All right. And pretty much the system is just going to find those high intent prospects for you. In your lead details page, you'll see the entire intent signals, the entire full digital footprint. All right. And all you just have to do is wait for those notifications to come in and then follow up on those leads and close those deals.
Cool. Yeah, I need to
Awesome.
spend more time digging into this for sure.
Oh yes, yes. You can book your time with us. You can book a time with us. Because of time purposes, I was going to give you guys a full walkthrough, but I do know like time. I don't want to take people's too much of people's time. All right. Does anybody have any questions for me?
Aaron in the chat had some additions to what Bill said. You can look up the chat.
Okay. Amazing. Sell is an emotional process. They have to like yes, yes. Hmm. Yes. So if they're inactive, so this is something that we've worked with a couple of people, right? So we have different clientels. We have people that are reaching out to very, very niche set of people. We have people reaching out to caregivers. We have people doing aviation chartering on the platform. We have people doing fractional exec. We have people reaching out to roofing, plumbing. It's different, right? So yes, I have. I have time to see a full walkthrough. Okay, so this I guess I will answer your question, but yes, if you're unable, if they're inactive on LinkedIn, we can also find their emails and reach out to them via emails as well, just to pretty much answer that question. But then I'll still stick around, just give time for other questions. So, how specific? What we do is we crawl the web in real time. So we crawl the web in real time to find these people. So by the time you prompt the system, we are going to disperse agents that will go and crawl the web, look for those different signals, and then do analysis on those people to aggregate that data and give them an intent score. So pretty much every time you do a search is like a real time search. Is a live search that's going on, which is why the agent takes a couple of minutes to run or a couple of seconds to run, but it's always a live search. How do we score and rate the vendor? Various things. We go off digital behaviors, right? So we're looking at like, hey, any articles, any media appearances. We are looking at what they are posting, what they are commenting, what they are liking, right? So we are going to gather all that data, and then based on the relevance to what you're looking for, is how we aggregate the data. I hope I answered your question. Awesome. Awesome. You guys can reach out to us. This is our email, nr.market@thetopic.com. Adedolapo.adekombi@thetopic.com. Santosh Manaparty.
You guys need shorter emails.
Yes. And then Dola, please go ahead and drop that form so they can help us fill it out. Thank you.
Yes, so we have a short questionnaire for you to fill out. Please. Only takes for like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Yes. So that's in the chat. So please help us fill that out. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Awesome. All right, thank you so much, everybody.